Yeah, this movie pissed me off. Yeah, so we just left the Super Mario Galaxy movie day one screening. Yeah, how do you feel about it? Because I kind of not happy with this movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was so bloated. There was so many things in the movie you won't believe. I mean, if we talk about the whole like everything that happens, like at least cameos. If we talk about that, spoilers.
Obviously, no spoilers. We're not doing that.
We would be here a long time because we noticed so many references. And they just kept bombarding it.
It kept literally throwing one reference, one after the other. It was so...
Same problem with the Minecraft movie. That they just have a bunch of things that's just like, oh, look at that. And just, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. And it was also, the pacing was just too fast.
God awful.
Yeah. It was such a fast-paced movie.
And that was actually one of the things, you know, was when people first found out that this one was like, it's 6 minutes longer than the last one. This got a lot more story in there.
No, it doesn't.
No, it don't. It don't.
They try to have like something with,
They try to do stuff with the characters
and Peach and Bowser, but they don't pay it off.
They don't know.
They set it up, but it's just like there's no build-up.
There's no build-up, not even to like those characters in particular, but just in general. There's no build-up. Well, no, there is build-up, but it doesn't pay off.
At least not very well. I don't think it pays off very well.
It doesn't.
There was one subplot, I guess. I don't really count it as a subplot, but I'm pretty sure you know it involves Toad and Yoshi. Yeah, they sort of have that little thing going on with each other, but then it's just like oh yeah, you know, whatever. Yeah. You know, they just have one. They don't have a moment, but it's just like you know, whatever. They're there, and then so
yeah. So Mario Galaxy the movie. When you first hear that, obviously the first thing that comes to mind is they're adapting the first Mario Galaxy and the second Mario Galaxy game into one story. Honestly, I think choosing Galaxy as a movie sounds like a really good idea. But when you're trying to say that you make a Galaxy movie and then not do Galaxy's story in such a way, it kind of just doesn't work. When this movie was first revealed, okay, people thought it was going to be the Mario World movie, you know, because obviously they teased Yoshi at the end of the last film. So obviously it would make sense, and obviously the reveal that this film had, it started off with Mario World music, so obviously people thought it was going to be the Mario World music. But then when the copyright thing got leaked, and then the trailer came out, and then we flew to the sky to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie logo. I was hyped. I was excited for it. Obviously, just by seeing the title Galaxy in there. We were going to get the Lumas. We were going to get Rosalina. We definitely had to get Bowser Jr. in there somehow.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to him in just a little second. But overall, this film, it had so little Galaxy elements.
It's more like references, though.
It decided to put Galaxy as a reference most of the time.
Because there are things from Galaxy that I didn't notice, but it's just like...
Yeah, no.
They're just like sort of reference.
That's what it is, yeah. They titled this the Super Mario Galaxy movie, but when it comes to a grand total of the amount of things I think we saw that was Galaxy related, probably has to come down to like 10 minutes. I mean, just 10 minutes worth of Galaxy content in your Galaxy-based movie. The rest is just like, here's stuff from 3D World, from, Odyssey and Mario Bros. 2. And it felt like, okay, I don't mind you doing this, but why is this the premise of the movie when you have an entire premise already based and set?
And not only that, there was a character in the movie that gets more screen time than a character that is important to the movie.
Yeah.
And the character that they chose was such just a weird character. It's just like it's in there. It's just it just comes in and it's like
he's just there.
But I mean, you can sort of understand like why he's there. But it's just like he's just there, then he's just there.
Yeah, but then the reason to get him out of there is like, oh, we're doing this, I guess. They just try to mix so many things with this movie. And obviously, it's called the Galaxy movie. They're gonna try and tie in a bunch of space stuff. Not just, from Mario, but like in general, just space stuff. But yeah, it was just not my cup of tea, this movie. Do I think it's better than the first film? No? Animation, however. Yeah, I'll say this. Animation-wise, peak.
Yeah,
animation was definitely peak in this film. I liked the animation. Music was
awesome.
Fine. It was fine.
I think it was okay.
It was okay. I will say, though, I am a little disappointed at the fact that there's little to no Galaxy music. Well, no, there's Galaxy music in there, but again, very little of it. Yeah, it's very little Galaxy music. And you're making a Galaxy movie. You're not making the movie about Galaxy. You're not including music from Galaxy. You're not including the damn characters from Galaxy. What is this movie supposed to be, Nintendo? This was your product that you made Illumination do. I will say, though, we do get like a little origin story for Yoshi, and I kind of did like that. I liked that moment. We also did get a big plot reveal, or lore reveal, when it comes to the two characters of Peach and Rosalina. So
it's kind of obvious.
It was kind of obvious what they wanted to do, but this is the type of thing you could have easily have done in the game, but I guess Nintendo is just we don't want lore in our games because we want our game to be about Plumber saving princess from giant dinosaur turtle. So, Bowser Jr.
I thought he was going to get a bit more, though. A bit more. Because they tried to set up something with Bowser, but
so the dynamic between Bowser and Bowser Jr., that is actually probably the best part of the entire movie.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like the games, though, because in the games it's a lot. I think it's a lot better though in the games.
It's a lot better in the games, but because in the movie they tried to humanize it again. They wanted to give him emotion. I think Bowser obviously does go through this little arc at one point because obviously he's finally meeting his son. But then you meet Bowser Jr. and then you're where's the storyline that connects this to the first movie? It doesn't exist. He's Bowser Jr., just like every other character. He's there. He's been there since day one. But we do get a little bit of an origin, I guess, too. As for the new cast members, Benny Safdie as Bowser Jr., I kind of liked. That actually kind of works. Honestly, the one thing a lot of people were complaining about were Bowser Jr.'s eyes. How they had an iris.
Yeah, it looks kind of weird, though, in my opinion.
It looks weird. But it didn't distract me from the action.
For me, what distracted me was Bowser Jr.'s body. He had I don't know, is it me or he just had these really long arms or something?
It's squash and stretch animation, so there was that.
He looked fine. His face looked fine, I guess, but I don't know. It's just his body looked weird. Though. I don't know why. It just looked weird. I don't know why. I just found it weird. But yeah, it's fine though. I think his voice is fine.
Yeah.
Donald Glover as Yoshi though was pretty okay. He was fine. He was good.
Donald Glover. Childish Gambino.
He was pretty good, though.
This is America. Yoshi, really spot on. I'll give Donald Glover some props. He did Yoshi justice because not a single moment in this movie does Yoshi ever sound different. He sounds like the Yoshi we know and like from the games. So I'm kind of happy they kept that in like that. So, when it comes to Donald Glover, he does a great job. And if they ever make a sequel or decide to do a Yoshi spin-off or a short film or whatever it is, it's, Yoshi related, I would not mind seeing Donald Glover come back as Yoshi.
They're definitely going to do more movies.
Oh, for sure, probably. Obviously, casting, we had Brie Larson as Rosalina. Fine, I guess. She fits the role, I guess. She did great. No comment from me on such. In fact, none of the casting had problems. Obviously, we had the original cast from the first movie come back. We had Chris Pratt, for some reason, in the first place. Charlie Day. We had Anya Taylor-Joy, Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key.
Jack Black is okay as Bowser. He's pretty good.
Yeah, Jack Black, I'll give him credit. He does a good Bowser, yeah. Other than that, voice acting was great, music was fine, animation is the best part of the entire movie because they really tried to do some unique things with the animation, and I like what they were doing.
Yes, I like the paint though when Bowser's painting. I think the paint.
The way they incorporated the painting in the movie, not just like that one scene that's in the trailer where we see Bowser painting, Mario's skeleton. There's some genuinely good painting moments, and I feel like that's just the animation team, the animation department, just having fun with what they could do. Yeah. I think that is exactly what it was.
But the references, they're too much references.
Too many references.
Way, like it just. Like 1 second there's this reference, and then the next second there's just that reference, and it just throws a bunch of references to it.
But obviously we had the cameos. We had Star Fox. We had Fox McCloud in here, voiced by Glenn Powell, which honestly kind of fits. I like it. It really works. But other than Fox in the movie, we had Rob. He got revealed as well.
Don't think he should be in the movie though.
He's in that for a gag. I won't say what the gag is. But
they do it twice.
And I'm not gonna lie, the first time got me because it's genuinely a reference to something a lot of people would get, but then they do it a second time and they're like, oh, we're doing this kind of gag. Okay. But yeah, Rob is in the movie. That's that. We had the Great Wart from Mario Bros. 2, who also got revealed in the last trailer for the movie.
He should have been more in the movie.
Should have been a lot more in the movie, not gonna lie. In fact, I don't even think he should have been revealed in the trailer, but they decided to do it. Mm-hmm. He doesn't get a lot to do, but he does something. Birdo, we had Mauser, we had the crab enemy, which I 100% forgot the name of. They have something to do in the movie. Again, because Wart doesn't have a lot to do, that also means that these other three don't have a lot to do. But yeah, there is definitely a few more cameos I would love to talk about. But honestly, overall, if I had to give this movie a rating, it's probably, and I kid you not, I'm about to do it, a solid 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't know though. I mean, for me, I just don't hate it enough. Like, it's not a movie that I hate. It's just a movie that's just like,
I don't hate the movie. In fact,
it's there. That's my opinion on it. I watched it. I came out. Didn't really like it, but it was just. I don't hate it. It's kind of like just not my thing. So I don't know if I should give it a 5 out of 10, a 4 out of 10, maybe a 4 out of 10. I don't know, a 5 though. 5 no, I don't know. It's just.
Again, the selling point for me was like the animation. That was the best part. The animation was really good. Music was also good. Story, there's no story that we're talking about a Mario franchise here. They don't have stories here. Also, fun fact, a kid threw up in our screening.
Yeah, some people throwing popcorn as well.
Yeah, for some reason. Kids were throwing food at the screen. This movie had the Minecraft issue.
Not that much though.
It wasn't as far as like, oh, the character said the thing, I'm gonna say it next. There's still some surprises this movie has, which I will not spoil, obviously. Which I most likely will end up doing the same thing like how I did with the FNAF movie, where I'll talk about it on a stream. So be sure to stay tuned for that, I guess. But overall, yeah, you brought your young Yoshi again, just like the first time. But yeah, without further ado, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, share this video. You know what to do. If you've seen the Mario Galaxy movie, what'd you think of it? Let us know in the comments down below. And I guess we will see you. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. Challenge Gambino here. Let's pose for a little bit.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.